Hey everyone, welcome to another Grayman live stream. Tonight's topic is what vices do you need in your preps? Alrighty, let's drop on back here. I'll step back out again. He was here for a minute. And let's see who's on.
Ran off.
We got a lot of comments racked up here I got to go back on. So let me click over here. And we start saying hi to everybody.
Yeah, we got so many I had to open up a second window.
Okay, we have Backwoods Law, Carol, Fishes and Loaves Live, Katie Hill Homestead, Kaylin Strain, Jay, and of course Uncle Al's commenting, Mama Bear's commenting, and I get my hands right. Dave's commenting out there in the side chat as well.
Dave's not here.
Awkward.
I'm sorry, guys. If you didn't see Courtney at Wide Families Farm's little thing on Facebook, check out. Go to her cafe. She's got what looks like a huge Cheech and Chong, and she's there. And it's something for getting rid of the mosquitoes. But I typed in there. She just goes, "Oh, I'm doing Cheech and Chong." And I typed in there, "Knock knock, who's there? Hey, is Dave here, man?" No, Dave, no, it's me, Dave. Let me in. No, Dave's not here. Yeah. Anyways, it's an old Cheech and Chong routine. If you don't know it, if you're too young to know it, go check it out. It is funnier than heck.
Before it gets banned on because it's not politically correct.
Yeah, for those who don't know Backwoods Law, his wife's always been called Mama Bear, so not to get the two of them confused. Yes, there's lots of Mama Bears out there. Don't make any of them angry, please. Bad day ahead.
Right.
All right. Garden State Gardeners in the house.
Mitch just dropped in.
It's here. And Garden State Gardener put in the hashtag Al Don't Quit.
Lord.
And
too hard.
It's everyone talking. Okay, we're caught up. All right.
For now.
So I'm going to step out of this background here for a second because these guys came by earlier here and started to give me a bad time about when I said Vice. So, the two true blues of the Wild West. And I promised them it wasn't going to be anything dirty tonight. So they said they let me be.
We're doing the clean vices, folks.
Yeah. Now,
not the stuff that Uncle Al's planning to do.
I went online and I was looking through this definitions of vice because I knew some old ones, and most of the ones you look up don't have it. And I actually found an old one from I dug up an old British dictionary online. I can't remember how I found it. And it had some of the things that a vice is also a crutch or a support. Okay. And sometimes it says also some things not generally looked to that make you happy. So with that,
all in the camera.
We're going to go.
I got a question, Gil.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to find it.
I saw him wave. Everybody wave over there. To Papa Bear.
Speaking of, he's doing a vice right now. Look at him filling up the vape.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. Are you sure you're not referring to this here? Hold on, where is it? There. Are you sure you're not referring to that?
No, we're not returning to that vice.
We're not going back into the 80s. I've been through that. Not again.
Hey, I had some fun times back in the 80s.
Oh,
that were legal.
I got the soundtrack for Miami Vice. Okay, I got it on cassette. I got it on CD, and I got the MP3 download of it. Okay, I love some of those songs from. Just lost his name. Genesis, Phil Collins, and some of the other guys that wrote the music to it actually had guest shots on the show. They were in the show as characters for several episodes.
Sheila E.
And what I can't remember the other guy name. He was geez. Anyways, yeah, he also went on to and Mike and the Mechanics. So let's get in here and bring this back up. Add to stream. There we go. So we're going to talk about what vices do you need in your prep. With the understanding is during stressful times, you're going to need. I'll play. There it was. Okay, it was out. Okay. You need something to help you remain calm. All right. Hey, Mary Beth. Mary Beth's in the house.
Yep.
Hey, don't make that politically correct. You need something to keep you from opening a can of whoop, you know what, on people who get in your attitude range.
Or to open up a can of hot brass. Anyways.
That's it.
Okay, so anyways, all right, so let's go. Let's talk about some vices that need to be addressed. We're going to talk about some that need to be addressed one way, another way.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said we were keeping it clean. I thought we were all already dressed.
Yeah. Don't say the word, Dave.
Don't say the word of this next slide, please. Nobody even type it in. Don't type it in there. Let's see if I can get it here right. The first thing we're going to address. Oh, nope, that's not it. Just share it out. Okay, I forgot about that. All right, guys, go ahead and share this out if you can. Send it to social media. And don't forget, pound the like button. And the first one we're going to be getting to here coming up is, what are your vices?
America's Funniest Home Videos, how a YouTuber fails at intros.
All right, guys, there are times you're going to need to worry about this. I know some people that have to have it. Some people don't.
I'm good.
All right, so guys, gals, you may want to have some stuff in your preps just to take care of, keep oopses from happening.
It's a good prep.
And you need to have both, if you can, all different types that are usable by you and significant other. All right, so let's go to the next one here.
There's the best way to do it. Just stay celibate.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.
It's not hard.
All right. So.
Yes, Carol.
Two that I will not be addressed, that I have forgot to put in here. And she goes,
so good.
Okay. All right. All righty. Okay, so let's get on here. All right, so alcohol. Alcohol, I've heard other preppers talk about it. Oh, you need to stop. Okay. Oh, we're going to have it for trading. We're going to do bartering with it. We're going to do this with it. Well, you might drink it. You might want to get some while you're picking it up. Get some of that stuff that's 190 proof.
Yes, we talked about it on my live stream with Doc Bones.
Yes, exactly.
We discussed alcohol for medicinal purposes, and that you only get the highest concentrated. Knock your brains down into your shoes type.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, if Uncle Alan, a couple people who do moonshining, you could run your car off of it.
Yeah. For a while.
You can still use electronics.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is my video for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now
don't forget those penny stoves which run off of alcohol. It's got to be at least 70% alcohol, which is 140 proof. I tried to do my math backwards and I tripped. I was going backwards. I can't moonwalk math. All right. So, anyways, there are certain channels out there that have been talking about the distills you can get off of Amazon for distilling water into into clean water. But
the nice thing is here in Ohio, They actually sell kits at some corner stores to make a still in your bathtub. Literally, they sell the entire kit. Everything you need to make your own drinkable
gin
alcohol. No, we're not talking gin. We're talking a couple drinks of this. You're out there singing to the moon, telling it you're going to marry it type alcohol.
Yeah, that's the best kind as long as it tastes like apple.
No, and Kaylin's very right on that for on the comment from earlier.
Right, because you have to remove all the plastic parts. Older the car is, like a Model T Ford, you don't have to modify it.
Yeah, but you got to do some things to it to keep it from burning up.
True.
All right,
so the carburetor.
The dry ice work.
Yeah, the alcohol, different types of different things. Hey, my Aussie garden kitchen. So yeah, so for alcohol is one of the things you may want to store for multiple reasons. Now, as someone once pointed out to me with the high dollar gin, you can cut it 50% with water and people still think it's regular gin. So that was an old bootlegger trick. All right, the next one here we're going to talk about, of course, goes right on along with it.
And he's not talking the wacky stuff you grow in the bottom of the house under a grow light.
About the regular stuff here. Now, the problem with this stuff is it comes in, well, not the problem. It comes in multiple forms. You got the thick stuff, cigars, the chiggaroots, the regular cigarettes, the pipe stuff. The problem comes is if there is a major HSTF or a Tawaki situation, you give it a grow it.
The world as we know it.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to find someone down in the South where the humidity's right, the soil's right, and they can grow it for you.
Or there's another option.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish. I just wanted to make sure.
Or you start stocking up now and freezing. So, get it compressed freeze packs and keep some in your freezer that when you crack it open, it starts expanding and all the other fun stuff.
Yep, that's where I was going. You can buy the bags. The bags are still relatively cheap. You could buy $7, $10, $15, and $20 bags. They have nitrogen in them now. But if you were to buy them to stockpile them, get a device to remove the air. And I showed you guys in one of my videos how to take an old air compressor out of a compressor out of an air conditioning unit. You can do the same with a refrigerator. Showed you how to do it. You can turn that into a vacuum pump, a very high-powered vacuum pump. Put them in a Mylar bag, pull all the air out, flatten it as flat as you can, and stick it in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have enough freezer space, put it in your basement or underground cellar to where it stays as cold as possible. That way you will have a supply for you or for trading in the future. And it will store, if properly vacuumed, for a long time and stay fresh.
Yeah. All right, Mitz, if you are in California, no, it won't.
No, because Henry Ford did it in the 1920s near Bakersfield. My grandfather used to work for Henry Ford and told him he's nuts. But Ford put out 500 acres of Virginia tobacco plant. Like his rubber plantation down in Brazil, it failed. It's too dry here.
Yeah, you need humidity.
And Carol, I actually have some of that stored. So,
Washington State. No, it's too Washington
cold.
State. You don't have the length of time to grow it.
Also, it's too cold.
Yeah, when you look it up. Some of the brands take 11 months of growing time. That's why it does so good. Yeah, but some of the other ones I was going to save it and I forgot to. It's I forget the other brand, but if you look up, growing tobacco, and it was 9 months for your normal tobacco, which they grow in the United States.
Oh, Carol, you can't store nicotine gum more than 2 years.
Yeah. How about if you freeze it?
No, still two years. Same thing with nicotine pack, just because nicotine in that form is a medication.
It's a liquid form. It has to be treated as a very volatile substance. It has to be very well maintained.
Okay, I'm not going to stay too long on this one because I don't want to get dinged on it. You also got to know how to
Right.
Dry it, process it, cure it, do all that other fun stuff. Okay, now a more common vice, which I think 99% of all Americans enjoy. I know it's not cocaine. It's sugar.
Oh, gee, I thought that was salt.
No, this is sugar.
Can't tell a difference.
So sugar is one of a lot of people's vices. You know, sweet stuff, sweet tooth. What is we use sugar in? All right, Dave, show it. You got it. You showed it to us beforehand. Pull up that handful. Right next to him, he's got a handful of it. Yeah, hard candy. And during hard candy is something you may want to just store in itself, because if after the balloon goes up and there's no more hard candy around, what's going to make a kid very happy on their birthday? A couple pieces of hard candy.
You contact Miss Nina, who happens to have a full cupboard full of freeze-dried candies that will last for the next 25 years, because Miss Nina has it. Yeah. Miss Nina is smart, and she's got it. Now, I'm going to warn you, it's not going to be cheap, though. Miss Nina is going to charge a fair price for it.
Right. Or you could talk to Uncle Al, who will sell you all sorts of candies at a decent price, like your dad's 45 gold bars. So kids, raid your parents' closet and bring all the ammo to Uncle Al, and I'll give you chocolate bars, candies, lollies, ice cream.
Gummy bears, unfortunately, unless they're freeze-dried, will not last very long.
Hey, I want to hit Jay's comment real quick. Yeah, you can. You have a flash drive, a USB hard drive, or however you want to store them, on a USB drive. I have a 500 gig sitting over here that has nothing but emergency documents on it. And I have something put away that I can plug that into, that if there is no power, I can power it via solar power to keep it charged, because I have a solar panel and battery. And I keep it charged, and I can watch all kinds of videos. And I'm going to pick me up a projector, so if things hit the fan, I'll have me a weekly movie marathon out here that people will be paying to see movies. It won't be cheap.
Yeah, while they're watching Dave's recreational videos on a white sheet of the house, Uncle Al will be running concession stand. Hot popcorn, chocolate, cookies, donuts, hard candy.
Oh, Al, you just reminded me of something. Squirrel. Al just reminded me of something. Okay, they're on Facebook. Someone had a picture of someone cooking popcorn in a pan on the stove, asking, have you ever done it? We have one of those pan to cook popcorn on a stove that has a hand crank on it. So it has the stir in it. So it stirs the popcorn to keep it from burning. And you sit there and you just kind of crank it away till it stops Cheater. I didn't have that when I was a kid. My mom put it on the stove, said, watch it. It starts popping. You start shaking.
The best way.
That's Jiffy
Pop. No. We're talking the great big huge thick 8-inch tall pot.
And you have to
your big
kettle.
Yeah.
All right. So after hard candy, we go for soft candy. Now I've seen some channels do some amazing things with marshmallows for vacuum sealing, and they come right back up again. But you got to make sure dehydrate and just shrink it down, and then. But they're just using vacuum sealing, but you got to make sure when you do it, the
desiccant pack in it.
Yeah, the desiccant pack in it, and you got to make sure that the room temperature in your house, room humidity is down.
Mr. Will from JIT Preparedness Info. Go back to JIT, doggone it, old man. Go back to JIT. That name is just too long.
Yeah.
There you will.
All right. Miss Nina's here.
Yep. Freeze drying those makes Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Or the perfect topping to a cup of hot chocolate in the middle of nowhere when everybody else is going crap crazy. You're sitting there going,
there it is, the cup of hot chocolate.
Yeah. At Uncle Alan's place, raid your family's storage unit and give stuff to old Uncle Alan. And he can give you hot chocolate with homemade marshmallows.
Where my evil hat? Yeah.
All right.
The funny thing is, Mama Bear, y'all, a lot of people laughing at Al, thinking he's half crazy. He's telling the truth.
He is telling the truth.
The thing is, and I'm not doing this to scare nobody, and I meant to kind of hit it on my channel a little bit ago. If you're prepared, you're able to provide to others for a price the things that they're going to be wishing they had that you've got because you were smart enough to make sure you had it in the first doggone place.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And they're going to pay through the nose with things that you might need, such as freedom seeds.
What one tree you could plant right now, folks? This is not kidding, not a joke, not Uncle Alan going crazy. During the 30s, they planted all over Stockton, all over where Gil and Idaho lived. It's cayob trees. In the 30s, they had a big program. They planted a lot of cayob trees. Do you know what cayob is?
Mm-mm. No.
C-A-C-O. Cayob, with a B, I think. Uncle Alan has stroke, so he can't remember. These were trees that you take the bean pods, pull out the beans, grind the husk of the pod, and you make fake chocolate.
Mm.
And people always laugh at Uncle Alan for planting trees. I got 2 trees down the street that my neighbors thanked me for because I planted them. I told them, do you know what kind of trees these are? And they said, it's a weird looking tree you gave us. No, it's a K-bar tree. Now they're harvesting K-bar pods and they're selling on the internet for natural chocolate. You grind up the pods after you dry them in a dehydrator and you can sell it online. It's not rocket science, folks.
Yeah. And then you can make a chocolate cake.
Yep.
Or brownies.
Yep. Even the funny ones.
So good.
Or just a chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm.
Or all sorts of chocolates.
If you know how to make chocolate. Again.
Yeah. Hey, and if you have a cow that gives fresh milk, guess what you make? Buttercream chocolate.
Actually, that's milk chocolate. There's 2 kinds of chocolate, folks. There's dark chocolate right there. You see it?
Yeah.
And you have the paler one. That's American milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I pulled it up, an image of the tree stuff. So
okay, we're gonna switch here. We're gonna switch here for a second, guys.
Here is the trees and assorted stuff. Ooh, now that's pretty. Now, after the tree is old and dead and gone, you can take and cut it up and make some beautiful wood stuff out of it.
Right, look how much price that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a piece of tree that's covered in
crazy.
epoxy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But also look at the pods they're selling. That's 900 grams next to it.
That's nothing. 30 bucks for 900 grams, 2 pounds. 30 bucks for 2 pounds. And it's not even it's not even processed down completely yet.
Wow.
You're gonna wind up with maybe half a pound by the time you're done.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Look at all those trees, and you see the one in Tucson's the best example.
Which one?
The far upper right.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
Out of stock.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get those. So guys, if you want to grow chocolate.
All
right.
Going infinity here, you better change it.
All right, there we go. All right, now for some people, their vice, and they will admit they're foodies.
It's food. Mm-hmm.
And it's not just food, it's nice, yummy, greasy,
junk food,
fried
burgers.
Food.
Don't say that too loud. Charles hears that, he'll be in here trying to eat the screen.
Charles?
We had hamburgers tonight. He wanted 2 more.
So,
I can see.
All right,
Charles,
now,
Uncle Alan has a whole bunch of.
All right. So on this picture here, looking at it, okay, it's not just the patties. You got to grow the tomatoes,
It's everything.
the onion, the lettuce, the potatoes. Oh, you got to have ketchup or barbecue sauce.
You need a cow to make the cheese.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of things to consider for the vices of supporting your health, mental health, mental health. Yes, this does not support your heart health, but sometimes you got to give a little, take a little.
Right. This is why
Right.
Uncle Al's one of the evil vices is opening a cafe and charging. How much is that gold bar you have right there? Here's a chicken fried steak dinner with country gravy and French fries. Here's the gold bar, Mr. Sato. Thank you.
Okay. Mary Beth, point out mail. I love mail on my stuff. Anthony at Palmetto Prepared has a couple videos on how to make homemade mayonnaise. Good stuff. And like Jay said, you also got to grow the wheat, to make the bread.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like we kind of hit on mine, bartering. You may have A, B, and C to make full meal. Neighbor a couple miles down the road may have G, F, and E, and another neighbor will have the rest of the components. You all start combining what you have, start bartering back and forth, so everybody's got a little of everything. That way, nobody's going hungry, everybody's happy, and when you start working together, building this little coalition of people to help everybody have what they want, it's going to be more apt to protect everybody else's back. Hey, I've got a fire at my place. I need help. And they're going to come over to help you. Or if they got something going on, you're going to be more willing to go over and help them. Then if you're sitting there all by yourself and all of a sudden, oh, crap, I need help. Ain't nobody going to come running to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, Uncle Alan has one vice that everybody needs, and he has that skill. A lot of people don't know how to process animals with a knife or a hatchet or a cleaver and a bone saw. Another thing is Uncle Alan knows how to cook. So when that Holstein calf gets ready, go ahead, Gil.
You just reminded me something. I just came back from California. I brought 2 big, huge bookshelves and all the books on it. Most of the books were my mom's. My wife and I were going through, we don't need 5 dictionaries. We don't need this. We got rid of probably, for your boxes that the reams of paper come in, probably got rid of 4 boxes out on the street, put up free, and people were just snagging them and going with them. One of the books was How to Process Beef that my mom had gotten back in the late 70s because we were thinking when we had cows, she wanted to know how to process it if we needed to.
Understand, Nina. All right, I'm gonna dish you on that one a little bit. You know what? I was just recently handed a box full of old maps. Some I didn't have. Some are duplicates. Some I did have. Of course, I've got a Rand McNally laminated atlas, so I've got all the maps. And I was handed a bunch of books. And some of them are old legal books. I will keep them. I don't care if I need 2 semi-trailers to haul all the books by the time something happens. I'm not going to get rid of any hardcover book because that is valuable information that can be bartered with.
Yeah.
Now, you may not have the room up there. I personally, if I'd have been out there, I'd have been at your door, fill up your truck. Let's take it to my house. I'll take every book you want to get rid of.
Well, what we got rid of were duplicates. And she actually had 2 of Jeff, I forget his name now, the Frugal Gourmet. She had 2.
Pros.
She had 2 of Jeff, the Frugal Gourmet's books. We got rid of one and kept the other.
But see, I personally would have kept the second one myself. But that's just me, though, because for the longest time, I'm the oddball. I've went without most of my life, not having been prepared 90% of my life. I wasn't prepared for, the potty plugging up, so to speak. Literally, I know how to do that.
Wrong one.
That's my point.
No,
I wasn't prepared for it. If something were to happen, to a degree that, life became miserable, I wasn't ready. So now that I'm trying to become ready, anytime I get something extra, now if I were to suddenly have, which I had 2 of Doc Bones' books, I gave one of those to Timo to make sure that he had one of those books. So, that's just me though. I'll take extra stuff because that way something happens. I know my son's got a copy and I can still give a copy out to somebody, but that's just me.
Right.
Sorry, it's locked up. I was going to grab my, I have an 8 terabyte external hard drive I picked up. I'm loading stuff onto, but Jay actually has a point here too.
Right. Kaylin, I know you don't have room to butcher, but that's where Uncle Alan's skills come in. I will butcher the meat for you, package it up, and you can pick it up from me. You just trade some of the MREs from old Uncle Al, and I'll give you 2 pounds of meat.
And since Al's too far away, you find somebody nearby that has others that can do stuff. And as far as needing room to process an animal, shoot, we've done deer, and
all you need is enough room to stand it up.
Mm-hmm. Basically, just pick it up with from a tree limb under a tree. Just pick it up and do it under a tree, and it's done.
Right, or where Uncle Alan lives, a tripod and block and tackle, or whatchamacallit. Yeah, what was the thing with the hydraulics?
Cherry picker
for car motors.
Right, those will work too.
All right, here's a simple tip, whatever you want to call it, for those who do not know how to process animals.
Hey, fishes, I'm not trying to torture you. That I'm letting these guys go so I can. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll just go to I'll go to this screen, so we're not looking at that for a minute.
It was looking all juicy and just delicious.
All right.
I just cooked 20 hamburgers for elderly and disabled people. I know what I'm doing with burgers.
Yeah.
If you do not know how to process food that will become immensely important to survival, my suggestion right now is for you to contact your local meat processing places that will take cows in and start talking to them, become friends with them, take and go in with a bunch of people and buy half a cow so they get to know you. So when it gets to that situation and you go out and you get a deer and you need it processed, they're going to know you by name. They're going to say, yeah, if we could have X number of pounds off of it, we'll process it for you. Start working with people who are excellent in this skill now. So when the time comes, you're already on there. We've got a list, and I like this person. So when they bring something in, we're going to process it. But when this jacket a-hole comes in, we're not going to do anything for them. Okay. Try to find the people you can deal with now while times are good.
I also make a comment because I live in an ag area, a big ag area. We do have community classes for 8 weeks on standard home butchering. Standard home, that right there. Standard home butchering. Okay, you could take your 4-H sheep or your deer or game or whatever, and step by step for 8 weeks, and you get a certified certificate that you pass with all flying colors, and it's approved by the Gil. I forgot what department.
Board of Health.
Board of Health.
USDA.
Yep, that you can handle game and meat. It's an 8-week course. Last time I took it was $350, but it's worth it because I tell people what kind of knives to use, and they hold up. I have this Rambo knife. I'm looking at them. No, put that away. Go away.
Backwoods Law. Don't just stop with the beef and chicken. They also have the pulled pork and some other stuff too. But
got everything I need right here, Al.
I know you could do it, Dave. But most people,
for the main cutting and this little teeny one for skinning.
Right. Yeah. I know you could do it, Dave, but a lot of people out there like, how to skin a rabbit, Uncle Al? I'm looking at them. Go away.
Okay. Now, folks, I'm going to recommend a channel I haven't recommended in a while, not because I don't like him. It's just that I forget to recommend Daniel and his family. Arms Family Homestead. About a year and a half ago, all right, actually for several years, they've been raising Kiko goats. Those are meat goats, and what they do is they raise them and they sell them when the time to go to the butcher. They sell them to other people to take them to go butcher them and stuff. Now, they decided to go ahead and have some butchered themselves. They took them in, got them butchered and stuff. The place that did it also does flavored jerkies as well. And some of the goat meat they got back as teriyaki jerky, jalapeno jerky, all these different types of flavored jerky of goat meat. And he tried some of it, and he said it was just, he goes, he couldn't believe it was goat meat. It was just absolutely fabulous because all the seasons they did with it. And then he went took down some of the wild hogs they caught, took down there and got them processed. So yes,
Carol, Carol, most of your rodentia, which is what both of those are part of, most of your rodentia are pretty much the same in skinning and processing it.
Oh, another thing, butchering.
Yeah, that's just
you have to be careful if you're religious, because I know several Muslims. You have to go to another course if you're doing halal, or I forgot the one for Jewish people.
Yeah,
Kosher. You have to take classes in that, because it cannot touch pork. It cannot touch unclean animals. And you have to have a license for sheep, goats,
cow. Yeah,
and boy, they're strict.
For for kosher meat is only from the front end of the cow. There's no rump roast that's kosher.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, Kaylin. Shoot, who was it? Oh man, was it? Oh crud! I have to go through all my ones I'm subscribed to. There are a couple of fishing channels out there. The guys outdoor fishing channels and stuff. That when they catch, they do the catch, clean, and cook series, and they show you how the proper way to do it. You can learn a lot watching how they do it on YouTube here.
Yeah.
All right. Just see. It's all right. So let me go back over here. We're gonna hit this one here back up. Boom.
Okay. Yes, I want to bring up a channel. I'm going to drop the channel name inside chat real quick. I'm posting a name. It's called MCQ Bushcraft. He is overseas. In older videos, I haven't looked at him recently. YouTube has unsubscribed me. I had to resubscribe. He has, in his past, shown how to clean fish and other rodentia. That's edible.
Yeah, it's called rabbits.
Rodentia.
T-bar.
All right. So, yes, I threw games up here for because some people are game fanatics. Yeah, you want to keep someone calm, you get them to play a game. Right now, unfortunately, my boys are online gamers, but there are some games that they love to play when they get some other people that will play it with them.
I am ashamed of you.
What?
You, Gil, need to go put yourself in the corner for 5 minutes. You have failed. I am going to tell Doc Bones and Nurse Amy on you.
What?
He didn't put their game up there. You did not put your game up there.
This is not mine. This was the best one I could find online that came in that was in focus.
You could have pulled up Doc Bones' game. He wouldn't have cared.
All right.
Matter of fact, he'd have said thank you.
All right. Yeah, CB, I'm getting there, CB. So one of the games, these type games that deals with some stuff that my boys like to play, and I love it too, is called Munchkin, where you kill the dragon, steal the treasure, stab your buddy in the back.
What the?
Yeah, it's a Steve Jackson game. If anybody knows Steve Jackson games, they go back. I've been playing Steve Jackson games from before I was married. I've been married over 32 years.
That's going back into the 80s.
Yes, and early 80s. We've been playing Steve Jackson games. He came up with a game called, right after a certain movie came out, he came up with a board game that you move stuff around called Car Wars. Funnier than crud. You take a Volkswagen Buggy and you put a GRU 8 in it, which is the gun out of the A10 Warthog, and you're driving around it. Anyway,
I can't holler at you too bad.
Cribbage is fine.
Yeah. So, anyways, games and stuff. Now, some people have an addiction. And this is going to be a serious part here. Some people have an addiction to certain things, and that addiction deals with gambling.
Yeah.
If you have someone in your group that just has to gamble, get plenty of toothpicks or blank poker chips. Just chips, something that they, I want, and they, without really being much. Okay, you need to diverge their mind on it. But
Right.
card games, plain old card games. I have a regular deck of cards. Here's Pinochle, spades.
Hold on, Miss Carol. Shame on you.
What does she say?
That 4-letter word that begins with P that we usually put fear in front of.
Oh, porn. Okay, folks, you have to be careful.
No. All right, Carol. That's what I thought. Someone was going back when they're talking about their terabyte drives. They're going to put something on that. But that is another vice people may have, but we're not going to go that way.
No.
Bad girl.
All right, videos.
Dave's idea.
Yeah, there's videos. Regular videos. My boys love the Marvel Universe videos, and they watch them all the time.
See you, Will.
They even watch some of the fan productions. All right, well, take it easy. And so, all the different ones you can watch, Christmas Vacation, Dumber and Dumb, Kick-Ass, whatever. There's a lot of movies, and these can help alleviate stress too. If you're able to watch movies, it's a vice. People like to watch something. How many people are addicted to soap operas? How many people were addicted to the TV show Survivor or the TV show Lost? And of course, the worst one of all, which I am proud to say I have not watched one single episode, Game of Thrones.
Well, you know what would be funny is having a complete library from the Discovery Channel on Doomsday Preppers and have that available for people to watch.
Oh, God. Don't make me laugh.
Right along with Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin movies. Yep. Something to laugh at.
Yeah. Or my favorite.
All right. So what else we got here? Oh, and of course, there are some people that they don't like watching TV. What do they read?
Books.
They pick up a book and read it.
I used to.
Yeah. I mean, I got a collection of novels that is just, to kill for.
These don't work as well as they used to, so.
Yeah. So, all right, we got, let's go on here with the next one here. Uh-oh, what's coming on?
Nice.
Uh-oh, something different here. And now, for the hardest part of all.
The Three Stooges. Oh,
wait for it.
All right, enough of the dispense.
Wait for it.
I can't. What is it?
I got a pokey thing that's about to come over there and poke you.
Yes. Coffee.
A
must.
All right.
Now, folks, if you want to come to Uncle Alan's Cafe, I have worked on an artificial blend of roasted barley, Brigham tea, and what else a weird herb did I pick up? Oh, oats, all roasted up with acorns and ground up, and it'll be exact same as the cup of coffee. No, because it's because if I use Brigham tea, it's not Postum. It has a charge you would not believe. You don't sleep for 3 days after you have a cup of Uncle Alan's homemade coffee.
Oh, so that's when you're going to go out on patrol for 3 days.
Froze.
That's when you're going to go out on patrol for 3 days.
Right, because I read a lot of Civil War stuff, and that's what they used to use in the South. You drink that, you never wake up. That's how Stonewall Jackson got shot, because the guy was flying off of that kind of coffee.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, once again, like I started out when I started talking about tobacco in the beginning, getting a plant to grow it. And when I was talking about the growing the plants for cocoa.
Same here, Mary Beth.
For others' protection. Yeah, I've seen those comments on Facebook a lot lately. Anyways, coffee, unlike tobacco, can be grown farther north. It can be grown in greenhouses. It can be grown up north of me, up in Bonner County, where there's a guy that has a greenhouse with several coffee plants growing and producing coffee.
Cool.
No, he produces the bean, not the coffee.
Right.
No, he takes that and then he does it up and grinds it and does everything else.
Right, but there's
more than just growing coffee beans in order to make coffee.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do the whole process. But he processes his own coffee.
One state and a territory that grows coffee in the United States. One state only and one territory. Can you name those two areas?
Well, I know they grow coffee beans in Hawaii.
Correct. That's one.
Guam.
Territory.
Guam. And American Samoa.
Puerto Rico, Guam, and
Puerto Rico. Okay,
Puerto
3.
Rico.
So there's some, of course, those territories are at what latitude, longitude? I mean, they're out there at a certain thing in the tropic belt.
Right.
So, yeah.
You got to remember the old Juan Valdez commercial.
Yeah.
Down in Puerto Rico, Juan Valdez grows the perfect bean.
I can't with you.
Yeah, they had a war over that in the 1920s, and Smiley Butler and the Marines went down there with bayonets. You work for, what was it, Maxwell House or Maxwell Brothers? You work for them now.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna. So if you are a coffee connoisseur, I was going to say fanatic, but I might get smacked around because my wife is a chocolate fanatic. And she says so herself. You may want to consider getting a tree, a bush, whatever, and trying to grow it. And so,
oh no.
Yeah, greenhouse,
Mr.
whatever.
Roboto.
Going, Mr. Am I back?
Yep,
you're back.
I'm back. Okay. All right. So yeah, consider getting a coffee tree.
Or
now, what else I got?
What else
I got here? Oh, since we're getting near the end here, I'm doing a giveaway on Camppatton Family Compound. Doing a giveaway. I got a couple more cooking books added to it. I'm going to be doing a video of what all I'm giving away coming out here.
Okay.
And so look for it this week. Video coming out from Camppatton Family Compound on cooking stuff.
You keep adding to it, I might get interested in actually entering.
All right, and if you guys like it, subscribe. And one more thing here. Okay, I've been placing Easter eggs in the last 8 or approximately 8 videos I've done. One of which was from Camppatton Family Compound, and nobody has noticed the Easter egg on any of them. And the last several would be screaming at you, and nobody's made a comment about it because they have been watching especially the one from today I did earlier today. No one watched it all the way to the end. They did not see the Easter egg at the end.
Now I gotta go back.
Yeah.
Just admitted she didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
Shame on you, Mama Bear.
Now I know if Keith or Keith Kronk or the Kraken had seen it, they would have given me a load of crud. They give me
nothing.
Poop load all the time, just because. And so it's there. It's at the end. There's some interesting stuff there. So I think that's the end of it here. So we're going to come back to this. So
okay. I'd like to mention a few things you missed on Vices. And
oh yeah, I know. I thought we were going to go quicker. I know there are a bunch out there that I totally missed and skipped over. Hoping that everyone in this side chat would throw up more Vices.
Hold that thought, and then maybe the next one we'll do round 2.
Oh, round 2 Vices. Oh, you going to do that on next Tuesday? Round 2 Vices?
No, I get a little too adamant about some things. I'd rather be the comedic relief than the person trying to run the show.
Mama Bear, did you get my letter yet?
I did. And the seal.
There's one vice that I wrote in for you: immersion heaters. Now
I saw it.
Modern refugee did one. I did one, but people don't understand what I'm talking about. Immersion. There's a French way of cooking food in plastic bag at 165 degrees. I can't remember the name, how to cook it. It starts with an S. But you could sell hot water to people, because if you have a solar generator or jackery, you're like, here's your hot water. Give me $20.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't make hot water for coffee, for soups, for washing. You can make a lot of money with hot water.
I like it.
Jay, you're the one
love
that
the
keeps it
list.
going in the side chat. You keep it going in the side chat, Jay. I keep it going up here. We work in tandem.
Yeah. And I need to fix something here.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
I'm throwing something else up here. Hang on. That's
Nancy got it. And then also you missed, I won't say it, because what does every good cafe or saloon have? And it's always in every Western movie.
Well, you got a little lady, or you got a guy playing the piano and some lady up on the stage dancing and singing.
Music
Ready for
entertainment.
this cafe.
That's why Uncle Alan's opening a cafe at
Yeah.
SPF.
He's ready.
Uncle Alan's Cafe.
He's ready.
That's why he carries a sawed-off shotgun underneath the kitchen table. Anybody playing stupid.
Yes, Bob. There's at least one
Hi,
in every
Bob.
corner.
Why
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Bob, you're late.
Does anybody know what the Easter egg might be? Did anybody catch that?
Wait, it was in there? In his, what was it? His tooth or something? I have to see it. These are so funny. What the shit? I can't see it.
It's him.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody has mentioned him in any of the videos that I've been putting him in. And he's been in 9 of them so far.
I just thought he was just supposed to be there. I don't know.
At the very end?
I was like, I don't know why he's there, but he's just there.
I thought it was a
Well,
bad
one of the
food
reasons
for
why
home
is,
dentistry.
let's see, is this one here? You get the other one here going. Let's see if I can get it to go here. And go back
going?
there. And
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
It's usually Uncle Al.
Who knows?
The shadow.
Yeah. Oh,
And so-
Mama Bear,
Huh.
next 3 days, look for one of these.
Oh, Carol's gonna be jealous. Oh, she's.
Oh, that's
still
all right. I've been
out.
sending stuff to the vineyard chicks too. I send stuff to people.
Where to rub it in, Carol? I'll send you something. Give me your address. Oh.
yeah, he is part of GrayManPrepping stuff. But what you don't see in some of those, and some of them, there are where he is at. I've hidden things that you can't hardly see.
It's
At
like
times.
a guessing game. We have to
We're
like
talking
find the
about a
weird
guy
stuff.
who's going to get eye
A
surgery.
watermark.
Yeah. Jay, you're not supposed to give that away.
Well, anybody that's been here a minute knows that already anyway. That's not a secret.
True. But anyways, so Mama Bear, any of your future videos you want to talk about? Any highlights you want to give out? You know, get people to watch.
Well, I'm almost ready for the bug out bag. Everybody's been asking me for that. I kind of feel weird about it, but I'm gonna do it.
Just do you. Don't worry about what other people say. Just do
Exactly.
you.
So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with it. Probably gonna do the card kit soon. Al just sent me a whole list of stuff that.
Hey,
stuff jumped
You want
out.
ideas on how to present a bag? I probably do
Sure.
the worst job of it. So go watch I got a full list of bag stuff on my channel. So go watch those and don't do what
my
I do.
goodness. Okay. All right. Too funny.
Yeah, I got another video coming up later this evening. It's a good question. It's also part of my other list I'm sending out.
Okay.
This is a question for all you on the panel. What's the 3 most important things you need in the next 3 months? I gave hint before I went to feed people. What's the? I can't see it. What is it?
Ammunition for his pew pew.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Like, what do we have left to prep, or like just what's the most important stuff in the next?
Yeah, the 3
what
main
do you
things.
think are the main things you have to have right now
Water.
for the next 3 months?
Water.
Definitely.
No. Ways to purify said water. You can find water anywhere. You can find water in the creek down here. Can you purify that water?
Ready to go.
This is true, but what happens when that supply runs out? You need a way to purify said water.
But that's like a whole other conversation.
No, that's part of the same.
3 things we want.
Right. A way to what you need, not want, need. A way to purify that water.
You see, folks, this way I make people think. What 3 things do you need in the next 3 months? Think very carefully. Look at the news. What has happened? Gil talked about it. Dave talked about it. And Mama Bear talked about it. But what 3 main things do you need? Now, I'll do something weird in mine because I don't want to tell people what you really need. Okay, Dave. Mama Bear.
Okay.
I'm just putting up more stuff related to said.
Pew pew.
No, it's not a pew. It's a. Remember, I made this really quiet now. It just goes.
On your
So now he wants it to just go.
Oh, trust me, if I can get the components, that's exactly what it'll drop it down to about 50 dB from 68. It'll be more than just a cough, and that's about it.
Tasha, what's the things you got planned coming up other than the bag?
For us, it's comms. We're weak
Communication?
on comms. Yep. Yeah, we have the basics, but I want much more.
Go check out Survival Comms. You'll get a wealth of information in a few hours.
Yeah.
I thought in the Navy they used to teach guys semaphore, Morse code, flashing with those blinker lights.
Nah,
and
so
flashlights.
so back in the day we get the basics, but you're not getting
You get Morse code. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
and you're not
basically
getting
Morse code. That's
anything
it now.
extra unless you need it for your job that you're doing, or if you're going somewhere to do said job. Then you'll get the training.
And most of the time, in most branches nowadays, you only get Morse code, very basic teaching of it in basic training, and after that, if you don't need it, you don't get it.
Yeah, and even radio comms, all that stuff. It's just if you're not going to be doing the job, you're just typically not going to go that deep into it at all.
Yeah.
Look at him,
right,
he's
so-
got a headache now.
Yeah, I know,
So-
because I was in the old days where I
It's
had to
true,
learn
though.
everything.
Yeah.
The thing, yeah.
Very watered down.
My
Yeah,
Aussie garden actually hit perfectly.
My water purification means backup power and food.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right. What I have coming up here for Friday night on the homestead is going to be talking about the hardest part of homesteading for those that are doing homesteading. What is the hardest thing they've done? They've worked with, whether it's crop failure, animals dying on them, whatever. The hardest part of homesteading. Next Tuesday on Tactical Tuesday, Mama Bear is going to love this one. And I've had this up here for about 3 months. This is on the schedule. It's 3 months old. Water filters, portable, non-portable, weight versus cost.
When is this? Next Tuesday?
This is next Tuesday.
Okay.
You want on? I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
All right. Now, and then one of the ones I'm going to put out a video here sometime in the next month. Not these type of distillers.
Water.
I'm going to get with my neighbor across the street, and we're going to build a solar distiller using Fresnel lenses from the rear projection TVs. He has several of the Fresnel lenses.
Fresnel.
The S is silent.
That's cool.
Depends on what part of the country you're from.
Still, right?
Well, put it this way: in the industry that uses Fresnel lenses the most, which is Broadway stage, that's the silent.
Yeah, well, I didn't go to Broadway. Doggone, I grew up in Michigan.
I got in junior college. I got trained by one of the big designers that retired from that and went into teaching.
Hey, what did my dad tell you? College does. All college does is make you an educated idiot.
Oh my goodness.
Well, am I educated? Anyways, so I'm gonna try to get Curtis and I to get together here, and he has about 5 of those 36-inch wide Fresnel square foot or rectangular Fresnel lenses, and we're gonna build one that will boil water in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Not even. If you want to see what he's talking about, so you get a precursor to what he's going to be talking about, go check out The King of Random, and they take Fresnel lenses, and
it doesn't even sound right.
When I grew up, it was pronounced Fresnel. So that's what I grew up knowing. That's what I got. I grew up in Michigan. What can I say?
I grew up here in Illinois. Yeah, so I know it's it's
all part of where you're at in the country. I mean, tomato, whatever, potato. It don't matter.
Watch Dr.
We all know. No. Oh,
I gotta go you guys.
Go check out King of Random. They've actually got it on their channel.
I gotta go, Gil.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right, so that's it. Leaving. That's what's coming up here, folks, and we will see you around. So everyone, stay happy, stay safe.